Juan, good afternoon to you. If you could just start us off easily with your thoughts tomorrow on a good matchup at home against North Carolina.
Yeah, I think it's a big game for us. I think we felt we've been gone for too long. We've been together now for this season almost four months, and if you put together all the time that we haven't really played a home game, it's gonna be even longer than 5 months, you know. So it's been definitely a long time between the last time we were able to play with our fans there and how we're gonna play when we're gonna play tomorrow. So we're really looking forward to do that. I think North Carolina is a great opposition. Obviously, we saw the last game of the regular season last year, and they've started the season well again. So with the new coach Mac, so yeah, definitely an exciting game, and hopefully a game that our fans can enjoy. You know, that's the main target. We want to go there, make sure our players can enjoy, work with each other, and make a special day for all the people that's gonna be there watching our home opener. No?
Thanks, Juan. Anthony, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. First off, congratulations on your win last week.
Thank you.
I do know it was difficult. The elements were playing a factor with the wind, and we know that that happens around our part of the world this time of the year. Knowing that tomorrow the elements are also going to play a factor, what are some of the things that you tell your team to prepare them for how they play their game in the type of weather?
Yeah, last week it was honestly it was a very difficult game to play. I think Boston brings something a bit different to what most of the NWSL teams bring with the way they defend, and the conditions was extremely tough. You know, I think the wind is very weird because I feel like the stadium is fantastic, and I already highlighted Boston and how the experience was amazing. All those fans, but I don't know if it's through that big hole the stadium has. It kind of the wind goes in there and it keeps twisting, and it was super difficult to play, and the players adapted really well, and I think our players have shown that throughout the last year. No, I think our pitch is traditionally being the best in the league. Then there was a period last year where it wasn't, and I think our players adapted to that. And we have played for the last 5 months without being, like almost everyone wanted us to lose in every game that we've almost played, and having our fans on our side giving us that push. Hopefully tomorrow is also part of the element that really push us. No, so we want to always try to look at the glass half full and look at how those elements can be played in our advantage. No.
Thank you, Anthony. Next we'll go to Michael.
Hey, coach, obviously the expectations will continue to rise, especially after, winning your ring last season. Could you share some things that, you do with the players just to ensure that everyone remains level-headed going into the opener?
Yeah, for us is that we want to make sure that we are consistent. No, there are certain things that we spoke with the players, and we did some work behind the scenes to make sure that we don't only look at the score or how we felt the result was, by specific things within the game that we want to be better this year, and how we can, if we are able to do those things in games, then most times that don't, the result was positive. So we've always been very focused on processes, and we're really trying to push that side of things to make sure that we are able to control games, to dominate games, and to win games while we play in our structure fluidity style with the players enjoying, and the people that come to watch us enjoying it.
Thank you, Michael. Next we'll go to Sean.
Good afternoon, Coach. During the preseason, obviously you had the opportunity to get a closer look at Jordan Dudley and see what she's capable of doing. You made the decision to bring her on as a substitute in the second half. You mentioned the conditions in the match, and also just any rookie making their debut, it might be a difficult challenge. What mental attributes showed you that she was ready for that jump, and what do you expect from her going forward?
Yeah, well, I think Jordan is a very special player. Everyone is seeing that. We actually suffered. We always joke, and even a couple of years ago in a friendly that we played, she was already extraordinary. She's a really special player, not only because she's probably something that everyone can see is how she can run in behind, be aggressive on 1v1s and score goals, but like her commitment to defend is unbelievable. Her final pass is something very special. She has a very good vision for the game. She's very good at hold up plays. Really a very complete player. And I think probably the mental attribute that I saw last week, it was that level, no, staying calm when things can be a little bit challenging. Obviously, the other team got a few, booking for repeated fouls on the same player, and sometimes when you're young, you can end up reacting to something or doing something that maybe could cost you. And I think for her to be able to stay calm, to stay composed, to be able to play her game, she even obviously didn't really touch the ball, but I think her involvement on the goal, it was key. If she doesn't make that run and probably goes for that ball, probably the Boston player doesn't really get that clearance there. So she was very important on all those aspects, and I think that is going to be someone that our players are already enjoying playing with them. Our fans are going to really enjoy watching her play, and I think everyone in the US will enjoy the career of Jordan Dudley. That's for sure.
Thank you, Sean. Juan, I'll throw one out to you. In the meantime, on a lighter note, tomorrow we're gonna celebrate our 2025 NWSL Championship first with the banner, and then the ring ceremony after the game. Just on a lighter note, how much are you looking forward to celebrating the team's accomplishments once again from last year in front of all of our fans in our home stadium?
Yeah, very special moment. Very special moment. Sometimes, and the way I am, and the way we all are, like we're so focused on the game that probably that goes on kind of behind it. But for us to be able to do that with our fans, to try to build a legacy, to try to build that way that Gotham is recognized not only in America and around the world with our style of play, with how we do things, and being able to be successful. And when that banner goes on the wall, is something that stays there forever, and those rings are things that we keep forever. The experience of finally being able to do that there with our fans, that stays with us forever, and it's the reason why we do what we do, because we want to win. And as I always say, no, when the referee blows that whistle and you become a champion, there is a lot of things that happen. But sometimes when you are like so far away from our fans, it's difficult. No, it's difficult to enjoy. We had a lot of numbers of a lot of our fans there in Bay at the Bay Stadium last year, but I'm sure we're gonna have a lot more tomorrow. So we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to be with them, because it wasn't an easy season. That's also part of what we want to do. We want to be better at home. We want to be better at home for them, and hopefully we can start tomorrow with a positive performance, a positive result, and a celebration all together at the end of the game, because that will be very special.
Next, we'll go to Anthony.
Coach, in the last game, Esther Gonzalez scored the game winner. She's been here for a few seasons now. Whether she's a starter or off the bench, it feels like whatever you need her to do, she does it. Can you speak about just how versatile she is and just how important she is to everything you do in this club?
Yeah, I think Esther is a very special person and a very special player. I think now throughout her career, or the period of her career here at Gotham, I think obviously goals is something that she brings, but then she also brings, I think the other day, almost she had as a forward almost 100% of pass completion. Like it is unbelievable how intelligent of a player she is, how much of a team player she is, working extremely hard for her teammates to make sure that we can achieve what we want to achieve. And we know that if the ball lands in a position where it can be a score and it's her, the chances is that it's going on the back of the net. So, yeah, we're especially happy to have her back. Obviously, we miss her in the FIFA competition. We were very supportive, and everyone is of her in the new role as a mom with her son, with her partner, and I think it's we can see a new dimension of Esther Gonzalez now, like, and I think it's also something to celebrate, no? The fact that she's growing on the pitch with us, but it's also growing off the pitch, and it's a special stage in her life that I think we are all able to celebrate with her. The fact that now we have Liam, I think, Probably will be the first time that he will be in the stands. I don't know yet, but that will be definitely a motivation for her and for all of us. So we are really looking forward for her to be able to have a great game, to have a great season, and to keep achieving her targets, because it's really someone that when she achieves something, the whole team gets really happy for it, whatever that is, and that goes for her and a lot of on all her teammates. So that's probably one of the things I'm the most proud of this group of players, is how much they care and celebrate each other. No?
And last, we will wrap up with Sean.
Hi, Coach. Thanks for taking one more. On the
Absolutely.
back of that, as there's experience, Katie Lamson's experience for young players who are coming to the squad, how much of having that model, having that experience, having somebody who's done so much, and each of those players who've seen the highs and lows, who've kept up such consistency late in their careers, how much is that a reference for them going forward?
Well, I think it's massive. I think the senior players that we have in this club as well, they are really guiding the young ones into how things need to be done and how you can deal, as you said, no, with those ups, those downs, those moments of injury, those moments of where you might be in the team or you might not be in the team. How success and winning games and losing games, but staying true, control what you can control, which is your commitment, your attitude, and your performances. And I think, as you said, no, I'm glad that you mentioned Katie there, or Esther, together with Emilia and Jess, like every other player, Mitch, that have been, Rose. We have so many of those players as well that are really guiding the young ones. And when you are people like Sarah Supansky or Jordan Dudley or Lily Rio, that you're starting your career, but you go on the pitch with them and you go in the day to day with them, and I think it just really makes a big difference. The fact that you can really like relate yourself to them, and seeing and learning how to deal with all those situations, because it's not easy, this as players and also as coaches, but especially as players, a lot of your identity as a human goes to who you are as a player, and it's not all that you are also a person. So it's important to manage those situations as well, where things go bad or don't go how you want them to go, or also when the things go well, how to manage that, and having those senior players, it really helps the younger ones.